All right. Let's go. How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome to another episode of Put You On Game. I got another special guest with me. She's a digital creator like myself over here. I got that girl, Naomi.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on with you? What's going on?
Ooh, I almost did my family greeting. I guess I can do that. Greetings. I am Naomi Bashar. I go by the Naomi Bashar. I am a digital content creator, a multifaceted, creative. Born in Orlando, but raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh yeah, that's just a little background about me.
He just went straight to it.
Straight to
it. Hey, I'll definitely tell you 10 hours about yourself, man. So, what high school you went to then? Since you from Orlando, you said from Orlando.
Well,
right? You from Florida?
I was born in Orlando.
Okay.
Grew up in Cobb County, so I was in Mapleton, like right outside the city for a little minute, and then moved to Austell. So I'm pretty much a Cobb County baby. I'm a Cobb County baby. I went to high school, South Cobb High School.
South Cobb.
Yeah. High school was high school.
Nah. Why you saying it like that? High school. What?
High school was definitely high school because best way to sum this up. Let's see. I say South Cobb used to be a predominantly white school, and then it turned into a predominantly Black and Hispanic school. So they became a minority relatively quickly, and they wasn't a fan of that. You know how they be having the little walls in high school with all the football teams and soccer teams and all that stuff. You see all the pictures up until like early 2000s, all white people, and then you start seeing Black people on the wall. So I was in the magnet program. Magnet program was ghetto. Very ghetto. Not worth it at all. I ended up dropping out my sophomore year and switching to dual enrollment. And so I ended up skipping my junior year. Senior year, I did took college classes and I graduated a year early because that's how much I was not fucking with it.
Dang, so pretty much your school was lame then, wasn't it?
It wasn't lame, but it was like...
Did you feel out of place going there?
Kinda. Like, I felt kind of out of place. Like, the instructors, I'm sure if you Google me, it'll pop up. But one of my instructors threatened to hang some of my classmates, and I just wasn't rocking with that. And everything kind of snowballed. So I was just like, let me get up out of here.
Right.
Not a fan.
I feel you. I'm not a fan either.
I go up there to this day, and they be looking at me real crazy. Like, I have to jump through hoops to step on campus because they don't.
That's crazy.
But yeah, high school was high school. Freshman year of college, I was still 17, so I actually did my first year. I did my first year at community college at Chattanooga Tech.
Okay.
Because my parents was like, I knew I wanted to go to FAMU in middle school. My two older sisters went to FAMU as well.
That's what's up, then.
Yeah.
So you basically trying to follow the tradition, then, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay. I ended up not following the tradition.
I mean, it happens though. It happens.
Yeah, it happens for sure. I didn't follow the tradition at all. I think I actually have 7 siblings. So I come from a big family. I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters, 2 older and 2 younger. Right. So I'm not the middle child by number, but I'm the middle child by age. So I've been the outlier. So yeah, I went to FAMU, and my freshman year got cut short because of COVID, which is really sad. But that 1 year changed my life for the better. I made a lot of different connections. I was just down there last weekend for homecoming with my sister and some of my sisters. But yeah, FAMU, it's a great institution, great university, and definitely has given me some of the a lot of valuable lessons, I would say. HBCUs are a sacred place I definitely encourage people to go to HBCUs if they can.
Yeah, HBCUs. Yeah, I know. Deion Sanders definitely changing the game with HBCUs, putting HBCUs back on the map because yeah, that's different. So, what kind of organizations did you join up there at FAMU?
At FAMU, I was a part of Dream Defenders, which is a political activism group. Started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fight the power.
Yeah. And I was raised like that. I was raised. I didn't stand for Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. I was actually raised in an Islamic household.
Mm-hmm. How was that like? I know. They always say never talk about what they tell you. Never talk about politics.
Yeah.
Or what is it? Religion.
Yeah.
That's two things they talk about. But what was it like growing up in that type of environment? You can't find words.
Yeah, no, it's like it's a Look, look, how do I best phrase this? My dad is very headstrong.
Okay.
And very much my way or the highway. Yeah. So, we did wear head wraps. We weren't required to wear them all the time.
Right.
But we did wrap our hair. And clothing was very much. Yeah.
What you see?
Yeah. Look, yeah. We used to wear like really long skirts and just loose clothing. Very loose clothing. There was really heavy on that. And I think when I got to middle school, that's when things kind of started to like lax a little bit. But at the same time, it was like, I'd be like, all right, now y'all doing a little bit too much. Like not too much.
Right.
And it was more so because I was growing into a woman.
Right.
And my body was changing, of course. And I was just trying to get them to understand, and I wore a uniform in middle school too. So it's like I wore the same stuff every day. And it was like, y'all bought these pants for me back in August. And now it's October and they don't fit no more. And I'm not sure what you want to do about that.
Right. I feel you.
They tighten down, but they ain't got nothing to do with that. It's not me. I'm not the drama. And my body gonna show whatever I wear. So that was my mentality. And it was just like, okay, I guess, whatever. It's not like I wanted to just be, whatever. I don't judge people for what they wear.
Right.
I try not to judge people in totality because, live your life how you want to live your life.
Right.
But yeah, that was real interesting. Boys stink. Boys, stay away from them. Like cooties, like it was very much like no. I don't even think I told them about my first boyfriend. Like they ended up finding out after the fact.
Right.
And my mom was like, yeah. So we I think my mom told me this like earlier this year, about how she knew about something, and I was just like, how do you know about that? So yeah.
Mamas know everything.
They do know everything, but I think it was my little sisters.
I
think it was my little sisters, but it is what it is. But growing up in an Islamic household, was very interesting. I did learn some valuable lessons, not gonna lie. But I think every religion has its
pros and cons.
Yeah. Every religion has its pros and cons. But me personally, I didn't really feel like this is what's for me. Like I grew up in it, but it didn't resonate with me.
Right.
I think I was introduced to Christianity in high school when I started volunteering at this food pantry, and we would pray every week over the food before we gave the food out. And I would be in a prayer circle, and I would just go in ahead, bow my head, being respectful. But I was just like, wait a minute, the pastor would start preaching and like giving the word and all this stuff and praying with people, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, I feel kind of funny. What's going on? Like, is this what they talking about, the Holy Ghost? What's going on? So at first, I was ignoring it, and I was like, I'll be respectful, because I'm big on being respectful. Although I was raised in an Islamic household, and if you ask my daddy, Christianity is bullshit. If you ask him, he gonna tell you that. But I am always respectful of other people and their beliefs.
That's good.
Yeah, because you don't really have a lot of people like that, and it causes a lot of conflict.
It does.
It's just like, I might have a difference of opinion,
right?
Or me personally, my values might be different. But at the end of the day, I don't want you telling me how to live my life, so I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. That's how I operate.
That's true.
So yeah, that's where I guess I was introduced to it. My mom was actually raised Seventh-day Adventist, and so when her and my dad got together, and that was a lot for her mama. that was a lot. She's like, okay, you with this Islamic man? Wasn't a fan, but I think my mom went on a spiritual journey in elementary school, or late elementary school, maybe early middle school. And so I guess that's when things started to kind of loosen up, because she was exploring her spirituality. I don't really think she identifies with a specific religion now. I'm not sure. But definitely a spiritual person. So spirituality has definitely always been a thing for me in my family. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So even when you was growing up dressing in those clothes, did you feel like, okay, like it's for me growing up? How was your feelings like?
I felt like growing up, it was more so like I was different because of the way I dressed, and I was also different because I had locks. This is actually my second set of locks. My first set of locks was down here, but so it was like, I don't know. They just started becoming popular, and they just started becoming like the new wave. It's like, people were like, oh my God, how long have you had your locks? And I was like, yeah, I've had them. This is my second set, but I'm true to this, not new to this.
Right.
But so like that growing up, especially since that hairstyle wasn't popular, kids were mean. Kids are mean. Kids are cruel. Like, I mean, so like they used to pick on me about my hair, like my head wraps, and just because I was different. So that experience probably added to the way I felt, but overall, there was still contributing factors. So yeah, I think as a kid, I definitely didn't feel like this was for me. Like, I prayed because that was the right thing to do, and I prayed because you're supposed to talk to God, but I didn't feel like, I don't feel the same way I feel when I talk to God now. Like, it's very different. And I feel like I'm heard, if that makes sense. Right. So I think that's important when you're on your spiritual journey, making sure whatever it is that you're practicing aligns with you, and you feel good about it. That's my opinion.
Right. You said some stuff there. See, a lot of times though, when we grow up, our parents, they try to adapt us to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, adapt it. Even with politics, vote for Democrats. So when you grow up, you continue to vote for Democrats, and then get passed down. So for you to, get older and come out of that and realize your own spiritual goal, I commend you because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
And we carry on and produce the same energy. You see what I'm saying? The same thing. And we don't have and once we realize we don't have a mind of our own when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Because we're basically doing whatever our parents taught us.
Right.
So, and that's really how it goes. So I definitely commend you for coming out your shell and finding yourself. Man. I really commend you on that. But now we're about to spice this interview up. We're about to spice it up. I'm about to get into this game, man. You ready to get into this game,
man?
What's the game is I ask you 5 questions.
All right.
Whichever ones you get right, I take a shot. Whichever ones you get wrong, you take a shot.
All right.
Now, the point of this game is a guessing game. I know that you're not going to know none of these questions.
Oh, wow. Heard. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're not going to know none of these questions. I'm talking to you, people that don't know these damn questions. Some of you may, people may know, but most likely you're not.
Okay.
Like I said, the whole point is guessing. Because if I ask you what's 2 + 2,
you don't say 4.
Yeah, that's no fun. You see what I'm saying? It's no fun to
right.
it. So the whole point of this guess, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Let's go
Right.
ahead. Let me go to these motherfuckers right here. Okay. Which podcast / show has more viewers? A, Drink Champs. B, The Breakfast Club.
I'm gonna say The Breakfast Club because Breakfast Club has been around for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like everybody goes to Breakfast Club for their like interviews and like artists and stuff. So I'm gonna go with Breakfast Club.
You go to Breakfast
I ain't heard of Drinking Champs. Maybe I have, but it's not ringing a bell.
It's not ringing a bell.
Mm-mm.
You might go pull up that shot.
Oh, yeah. Not that shot.
Go ahead. You know, I got the shot. You pour it up halfway,
Heard.
a little bit away. However you want to pour it up. I know you got to drive home. Don't want you to get too fucked up.
Nah, not at all.
At one point in time, Breakfast Club was, but Drink Champs done came and took over.
Okay, who wants Drink Champs? Because I feel like
Drink Champs is #1 podcast right now.
Let me search this.
That's their #1 podcast.
I feel like
They just won the BET award for the best. You see it?
I don't watch TV. That's
matter of fact,
I didn't really
I don't
watch
blame
TV
you.
either.
I don't blame you because I don't watch the BET awards no more either. I just personally started watching, but let's go, man. Let's get this game going, man. How you ready?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. How many albums does Young Jeezy have? A, 9, B, 10.
I'm gonna say 9.
It's 10. Hey man, you know what? I'm glad you come up here and lose it because I've been on a losing streak lately. You know what? And it feels good to get my mojo back. It feels good. Man, I've been getting my ass whooped.
What's the streak?
Man, I've been what? Last person just beat me 4-1. They got all 4 right. One didn't. I think the person for that did that. I think I'm 3-2. It's just been. I haven't been on the receiving end of these W's, but so it feels good to be on the receiving end. Oh, we still going. Let's go. Let's go.
Right, I'm about to say.
Let's go. Let's get
two questions
to it. How many Super Bowls has the Falcons been to? A, 1, 2, B, 2.
I'm gonna say 2 because the Falcons. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They bad, but they not that bad. So
Okay,
I'm
you got
say
that
2.
right.
Okay.
Go ahead and pull up a shot, man. Go ahead. Go ahead and give me the whatever you want to pull it up.
Here you go.
I got this, man. See? You got one. You got one. Man, I spoke too goddamn fast. She look said that. She look. I got too happy, y'all. I got too goddamn happy. She
Jump
said
it
she
up a
gonna
little
do
bit.
something.
Just a little bit.
I got too damn happy. Let's go. Let's go. Damn water right here because I hate damn shots.
I can't stand liquor at all.
Really?
It's nasty. Crime's not that bad, but liquor is just.
Liquor just nasty to you?
Yeah. I'm a smoker.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What movie came out first? A, Norbit. B, First Sunday.
I'm gonna say First Sunday.
First Sunday?
No. Because First Sunday's a spinoff from Friday, ain't it?
Nah. No, First Sunday with Ice Cube, Tracy Moore. You know they robbing that church?
But that wasn't a spinoff?
Nah, no spinoff.
Oh. I guess because I thought Ice Cube was in it. It was the same, not the same thing, but you know, a little sequel or something.
Yeah.
Hey Siri. I'm gonna say Norbit.
You say Norbit?
I'm gonna say Norbit.
I'm gonna say Norbit. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that right. I told you what y'all.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We 2-2 now. We 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
I guess the final one wins the game.
Yeah.
The final one wins the game.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get the final one right.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I have faith. I'm gonna bank on me.
Which one you got faith?
I got faith.
Let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead. Got Naomi in here, man. Naomi in here, man. Trying to get me fucked up. Let's go.
Lord.
Let's go.
All right. What's the last question? Wait a minute. How you looking at the questions and answering the questions? How that work?
What you mean? No, I never know. Let's say it again. What you mean?
I'm saying how that work. Look at the questions and the answers.
Yeah, I can tell you how to write. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I feel like this should be like a randomized, generated thing.
You know, you're the first person to actually question me on this game.
Really?
Yes, you know what I'm saying? You quick question me on the game. Tomorrow you hold the answers. You know, man, look here, man. This don't come up here and
you gotta challenge people. You know, I like
you're
to
gonna play the game and you're not. Okay, so last question. One for all. Mm-hmm. How many seasons did my wife and kids have? Was it A, 4? Was it B, 5?
I'm gonna go with the even number. They probably canceled it. Another one, they did cancel it. I'm really upset about that. Cause that was the show.
That was the shit.
I used to watch that when we had cable.
Yeah,
I did used to watch that before the cable. Yeah.
Me too.
I'm gonna say 4.
And pull up the short. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You know D man. I gotta get my get back. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Even the last time.
You see, I gotta win. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta get my get back. Had to get her back in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She thinks she can get me. Excuse me, had to show her what time it is.
This is nasty.
I know, I was looking nasty. Lick ain't supposed to be good. It's just supposed to get you told up, fucked up. You slide that back on over there. Get out the way. Now, let's get back to this. Okay, so okay, so you being a content creator, what made you want to be a content creator?
To be honest, I started. Let me backtrack. That's a lot. There's actually this video. I actually wanted to start content creating since I was a little girl. Now that I think about it, I actually created a YouTube channel for myself. I think when I was 11, and I recorded this video on my sister's laptop, and she had like a HP or some one of them loud computer laptops now with the CD drive still in it. One of them old ones. And recorded the video. It was terrible quality, and you know, one thing people can't say about me is that I'll be putting people on, and I'll be, you know, plugging people in. Because in the video, I was talking about my sisters and how they're like so talented and just. It's an embarrassing video. Not gonna lie, I've been trying to get it taken down for years. And it's a running joke between my mama and yeah, it's funny. But after that, I don't think I did anything until my freshman year in college. I think I started vlogging again and editing. And I wasn't too familiar with like editing software, and I was using iMovie for a minute, and that was a little difficult to navigate. the girlies be on it in iMovie, but I couldn't seem to figure it out. And it was just a task to try to edit everything and export files and upload files. So I ended up not staying consistent with my YouTube channels. I have a few videos up. I think one was it's Set Friday. Another one is a video of me combing out my first set of locks. And then I don't remember any of the other videos I uploaded, to be honest. So that stopped in 2020 during the pandemic, and then I started back up this year with TikTok and Instagram Reels. I was just doing it for fun. And I was like, this is actually kind of fun. Like, let me like actually feed into this and see where this goes. I got my first partnership with Golly this summer. And then I did the Shein Ambassador Program. I've done the Blushmark Ambassador Program, and then I just started the Pretty Little Thing Ambassador Program. So that is pretty much it. I get commission from those, like any sales that I generate from like my discount codes and stuff like that. But still waiting on. Well, that's a lie. I lied. I definitely lied. Was it 2020 when we? It was Trump 20. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm like 2020 election. That was Trump 2020. Because I was trying to remember when was the election. It was definitely 2020. 2020, I did a campaign for voters, like education and to promote my peers to vote. And I'm doing another one of those now. So technically I have gotten deals, but or paid deals. But I'm trying to jump into, I don't have, I guess, a particular niche. Like I'm everywhere. I do a little bit of travel, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of lifestyle, yoga, nature stuff. I do it all.
And all that stuff be all that be in your content?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of it's really just me.
Right.
It's just me. Nothing in particular. But yeah, that's where the journey is so far. Hoping to secure my first major brand deal before the year it closes out. But yeah. That's about it. That's what started the journey. I guess what re-sparked it was just needing something to do, a creative outlet. I think I was always encouraged to be creative as a kid. I feel like so. Yeah, that's where it started. That's where it sparked the. I think that answered the question.
Yeah.
Look, the sauce is getting to it's a little toasty in here.
So what kind of advice can you give to other content creators?
I would say, for me personally, imposter syndrome is my biggest downfall. So my advice to other content creators would be just do it. Like, it doesn't have to fit everybody else's aesthetic. It doesn't have to be like everybody else's content. You want to stand out and you want to be yourself. You want to show your personality. I used to not put me smoking in my videos, but I was just like, that's just
who you are.
That's just who I am.
Embrace who you are.
Like, one thing about it, I'm a smoke. Okay, I'm a smoke. Stressed. Having a good time, right. Want to be one with nature.
That's how you vibe.
I'm a smoke. Okay. So it's like, people who, I'm not gonna water myself down for other people. So whoever, yeah, because a lot of people, they feel like they have to put on this facade, like, oh, I have all this money, or oh, like, I live in this luxury apartment, and my content gotta look like homegirls content on TikTok, and it's like, no, it don't. Like, do what works for you.
Right.
Do what you can afford.
Right.
Invest in yourself. but don't break the bank. Like, I feel like that was a move for a while. Like, oh my God, I have to go out and buy stuff, like, to shoot content. No, you can shoot content in your house. Like, you can do a get ready with me and go nowhere. Like, it don't have to be, you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to conform with everybody else. Find your signature look and your brand and build your brand. Your brand might change and your brand might evolve, and that's okay. But just start somewhere. I say get out your own head and start. Put some work out there, and put love in it. Like pour energy into what you do. Don't just do it to get likes. Like, because you're not always gonna get likes. Your views aren't always gonna do the numbers that you want them to do. So just put your content out there no matter what. Somebody's gonna see it. Even if they don't like it, somebody's gonna see it. People gonna share your stuff. So yeah, get out your own way. And then I guess to get started, make a media kit. If you don't know what a media kit is, it's basically your short bio about who you are, the services that you offer, your analytics, like your profile analytics, your insights for whatever social media platform, whether that be Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Pinterest. Hop on Pinterest if you're not on Pinterest, because that platform is starting to grow. And keep your brand consistent on each platform, I would say. Like your brand name, so people can find you easily. And then what else? Media kit and rate card. There's tools online for you to calculate how much you should be charging per post for companies, depending on how much they're asking you to post, what they're asking you to post, all that stuff. There's resources out there. People will charge you for resources, but you don't necessarily need to pay for those resources if you do your research. It just depends on what type of mood I'm in, not gonna lie to you. If I'm in the mood for convenience or I need convenience, I'll pay for it. But there are so many resources out here that are free of charge. YouTube University, TikTok University. Hell, TikTok done upgraded, I feel like, to be on the same level almost as YouTube.
Yeah, it done broke a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. And repurpose your content across multiple platforms. I recycle my content. I edit outside of Instagram and TikTok, and I just post the same videos, sometimes with the same audio, sometimes with different audio, depending on what's trending on what platform and what'll go with the video. Like certain songs, I just edit it with a song, so it goes with that song, period, point blank. But other videos, I'll just edit it with no audio and then add the audio in TikTok or Instagram. And it'll be two separate audios with the same video. And they'll do different numbers on each platform. So tailor your work to whatever platform you're doing it on, and know that everything that works for TikTok ain't gonna work for Instagram, and vice versa. I think that's all my gems I have for y'all. If I think of anything else,
that's all the gems.
That's all the gems I got for y'all.
Let me say this. Do you realize, I know when you said when you was a kid, you was creating content.
I actually didn't until just now. Like, I was like, when did I start? And I was like, I started with YouTube. And I was just like, I started at FAMU. And I was like, actually, no. I started when I was a kid. I just didn't keep up with it.
But see, I want to tell you this. Do you realize that you really walking in your purpose in life? I was told, my mentor, shout out Richard, man, he'd be on here whenever he decided to come grace us with his presence.
Okay.
God damn it, but shout out Richard. He told me that your purpose in life is always something that you did when you was a kid. It was always a hidden talent or something in you that you've always done, that you kind of suppressed or kind of didn't realize was a talent. But it is, you know what I'm saying, because you be so focused on one thing. So when it came to this part, I was so focused on sports and trying to make it in sports. Let that be my outlet, that I wasn't focused on my real talent. So when sports didn't work out and I come back and revisit, I'm like, one thing that I always did growing up, and I always still do to this day, even without the podcast, is give advice. help people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, so I'm really walking in my purpose because I created this platform to specifically do that. Give out game, give out gems.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like I feel like now I'm walking in my purpose. So when you said that, I just want you to know that you're also walking in yours.
Well, I appreciate that. I feel like that clicked when we was talking about it, and I was like, well, damn. I didn't think about that before, but
I didn't either.
Yeah, no,
until you said that, I didn't either.
You know, God has a funny way of showing you what you need to see or telling you what you need to hear when you need to hear it. So, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, okay. So, what's the biggest misconception of you?
But now you called me twice. That's damn.
Two.
I'm going to do that to start. Gotta love my brothers. Dang, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Hey, look, disruption, little black people.
Look, disruption. Look, you called me twice.
Hey, you talking about, man. But that's how it be, to understand, really. That's how it be.
Actually, let me actually make sure he alright. You probably making sure I was alright. Let me make sure he alright.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure everything alright.
Okay, yeah, he's good.
Okay.
So yes, your question.
What's the biggest misconception of you?
Honestly, I don't know. I try not to.
So there's never been something that somebody thinks about you or says something about you that is so untrue. Like it could be you being stuck up, or you could be that you mean.
That would be the only.
That you mean.
Actually, yeah.
But you're really nice.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It could be anything like that. People just can mistake of you. You see what I'm saying? That you're really not.
I think maybe that I'm stuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the misconception. I don't know. I really try not to.
You still look stuck up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I look stuck up.
You
really?
Do.
Wow. I'm a little socially
you like you
awkward.
stuck up, like you did. You know
not at all.
saying?
Not that's crazy. Well, look, there y'all have it.
But looks can be deceiving though, and I always tell people don't judge a book by its cover.
Not at all.
You see what I'm saying? That now that we seeing interview, I can tell that you're not stuck up.
Yeah, I'm not.
But sometimes when you look at somebody and you feel like you stuck up, you be like, I don't want to talk to her. I feel like this ain't going nowhere. She might turn me around. She might not even say hey to my goddamn ass. You know what I'm saying? So why the hell would I sit up there and set myself up for failure?
Right. It'd be like that. I guess I've mastered the facade maybe. I be leaving these shades on, or I be having shades on just to have shades on. I feel like it definitely helps.
I don't see you lame. That's how you be.
I shades on in the club, and when I tell you I be posted up sleep. I be sleep, okay? I just, my shades are my, it's my little safety net, I feel like. And it be a little 2-in-1, because I give my shade to my sister, from my CS, my Keandra. Y'all shop Peace Glam Spot Accessories. She always get me right. So I do that to promote her business, because I'm big on supporting my friends and
that's good.
Supporting people that are important to me, people that support me. I feel like people be so quick to support celebrities, but don't be quick to support their own friends and family.
Say that again. Say it one more time.
People be so quick to support these celebrities, but do not support their friends. And it's like the math ain't mathing. Like they have no idea who you are.
Right.
You're a fan to them.
Okay.
And you're somebody who's supposed to be close to me. And this is something that I'm pouring my energy and effort into, and you're not supporting me, that's a big no-no, that's a big red flag. Right,
and some of these role models, they don't be role models, they be models playing roles.
That part, I like that. I like that, they be models playing roles.
Simple as that. You see somebody for 30 minutes, 45 minutes in an interview, you see them at their best. You see somebody all the time at their best. You never see that person at their worst. You don't know what it is behind closed doors. You know what it is about when the cameras are off, but you're praising them, you're idolizing them. Man, these celebrities, y'all, these role models. got into it on Twitter with somebody taking up for Nicki Minaj. I'm like, look here, man. You just riding somebody's dick that you don't even know. This girl, like you said perfectly, you said this perfectly. She will walk straight past you, not say nothing to you. And you can be her biggest fan, playing her music every single day, all day. And she will walk straight past you, but you only support upcoming talents, upcoming this, or your friends, or your family. But you'll go support somebody that's already rich. Mm-hmm. And then when you think about it, they talk down upon us. Whenever we have an opinion, whenever we say something, that they talk down to the same people that make them rich. Yep. So you said that perfectly. I'm going to say this again. These role models are not role models. They are models playing roles. Simple as that. You think about it. If I see you at your best every day, if I see you at your best, maybe once out the month, once every 2 or 3 months, I don't know you.
Yeah. You don't know what I'm going through.
Exactly.
You don't know who I am as a person.
People pretend, man. People are wolf in sheep clothing. People pretend. It ain't what you think it is. But of course, I don't want to mess up my brand. I don't want people not to like me. This is a PR stunt. Let me get my money. Let me get this and get the hell out the way. Let me act like I'm this humble ass nigga, but I'm really ain't humble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't humble, but let me get on here so people can be like, oh, I like that nigga. I like him, but he really ain't humble. Y'all gotta understand that, man. She said something then. I definitely had to come in on that because you said something then. Yeah. You woke my spirit up when you said that.
I woke the spirit up. Yeah, I think that's probably my misconception. But I really try not to really be concerned about what people think about me for real. I used to get bullied a lot as a kid. And my mom used to be like, what people think of you has nothing to do with you and it's not your business. And I used to look at her like, hello, like I'm crying right now. My feelings are hurt. Right. Can you like say something else? Like, but that stuck with me. It's not what I wanted to hear in the moment, but it's definitely what I needed to hear. So shout out Naija for that. Cause shout out Naija for that. I feel like that is something that has helped me as an adult. And even with, let's see, I feel like there was one instance where it was one of my friends in middle school that was just being unkind and just, whatever. And she was like, she also told me to, what'd she say? She said, don't be thirsty for friends. That's what she said. Don't be thirsty for friends. And everybody ain't your friend. Right. And so that actually helped me out freshman year in college. The girls that I was clicked up with when we first got there, I knew, and I went in the mindset where I had my voice in the back of my head, don't be thirsty for friends. And I straight up told them girls, I said, listen, everybody that we cool with now in August, we ain't gonna be friends by the end of the semester. You said that perfectly. We ain't gonna be friends. Yep. Like, I'm sorry. And when I tell you, I don't think I talked to any of them girls. I don't talk to any of them girls. No tea, no. I actually seen a couple of them this weekend. And it's no tea, no shade, like, no nothing. It's just they were in my life for a season. And I was in their life for a season. Right. And, people just don't be thirsty for friends. Don't be accepting bare minimum. Don't be accepting don't accept bare minimum from anybody, really. Right. But everyone don't be thirsty for friends. Right. So yeah, that's where my mindset came from, I guess. So I really don't care what my misconceptions are, as long as people don't think I'm this terrible. Well, actually, that really don't matter either, because I know I'm not a bad person. So that's it. I really don't. And then
you'll be surprised how school and work hold people together. Basically, like you said, once we get out of here, you go your way, I go my way. That's how it be. You just grow apart, or you just, because y'all have two different visions, two different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Two different goals. So you just go your way, I go my way, and it be like that. School, it would be cool in school because we here for an objective. We're trying to get our degree. You see what I'm saying? We got classes together. You know what I'm saying? We be vibing. So that's really it. So what's one thing you know now that you wish you knew back then when you first started doing the content?
One thing I know now that I wish I knew back then was, I guess like I said earlier, get out your own way. I'm very socially awkward. Very socially awkward. I also have social anxiety, and that, along with imposter syndrome, can really
explain imposter syndrome to the ones that don't know.
So what people who don't know what imposter syndrome is, it's basically, the best way to describe it is you feel like you don't belong in a place that you're in. So I seen a quote on Instagram the other day, and it said, God gave you those dreams, trust in him. And that feels like something that needs to be shared with people, because me personally, I feel like with imposter syndrome, I feel like, well, damn, yeah, I might have this platform, or yeah, I might have this opportunity, but like, can I really deliver? Like, can I really produce this content? Can I really become the person I want to be? And it's like, with that imposter syndrome, you question yourself, and then it's like, okay, with you questioning yourself, it's like, okay, I'm not good enough, so now I'm gonna procrastinate, or now I'm gonna put this off, even though this is something I really want to do, this is something I really want to work towards. I feel like I'm not good enough. So just remember that God would not open doors for you that weren't meant to be open for you. God wouldn't put you in rooms you wasn't supposed to be in. And he qualifies the unqualified. So I feel like that's the biggest thing that I would tell my younger self, to believe in yourself, and to not let your social anxiety or your socially awkwardness deter you from your goals and aspirations. And don't let anybody else, regardless of who they are, deter you from your goals and aspirations.
I like that. So what's your relationship status, man? What's going on? You seeing somebody out here? Single? You talking to somebody? What's going on with you?
I am on a healing journey.
Okay. I know what that means.
What that means?
So you on the healing journey means, I don't know, somebody will broke your heart or something?
No. Well, yes, but not in that sense. Not in that sense.
And what sense is it more so you just disappointed that it didn't work out, or did he disappoint you?
It's not even anything negative, really. The last year and change has definitely been a rough year for me. My brother right above me, which is one of my closest siblings, he was involved in an incident last year, and so he's been in jail for the last year.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so that and just life shit.
I feel
just been a lot. So that's really where the heartbreak and pain is coming from. And I also went through a lot of stuff through my childhood. So it's like healing from childhood trauma.
Those scars went deep down.
So healing from that, and also learning and unlearning a lot of behaviors that I don't feel like unlearning behaviors that no longer serve me, or that don't align with the woman that I want to become, and learning behaviors that
you said some stuff.
align with the woman I want to become. And also becoming my best self, so I can give my best self to this man. And yeah, so
you see,
I'm just working on me, chilling. Niggas are corny. Niggas are corny.
There you go.
Niggas are real corny.
Niggas are corny.
Niggas are really corny. So I'm not even interested in.
So you haven't really found a guy that's really just got your attention, pretty much. That's like, okay, I talk to you a little bit, see what you working with. You know what I'm saying? Go on little play dates.
No.
No. These niggas ain't worth it. That's just
no. It's
they really waste your time like that.
I don't give them the opportunity. I don't give them the opportunity to waste my time, to be quite honest. Right. I'm real like I guess this is where you could say I'm stuck up. I try to play the, you know how girls be on their phone while you walking by or they be, I don't be on the phone with nobody. Shades be on, AirPods be in, so y'all don't talk to me.
Why is that though? Why is that?
Because a lot of niggas are corny. Niggas are corny. Niggas are corny. Niggas are weird.
Niggas are corny though.
Not all niggas are corny, but
why are you doing this like that?
With my
make me feel bad being a nigga right now. I feel bad, goddamn.
Okay, not all niggas are corny. Not all niggas are corny. But
okay. There's some real niggas out here. I know some real niggas.
For sure. And
shout out to them too. Alex, Zay, y'all know.
it's you know, it's some, there are some really good guys out here. I'm really not gonna speak on too much, but I know what I'm working towards. And I'm not interested. And
well, look though,
y'all got some big shoes to fill anyway.
Really?
And I don't think that is gonna happen. So.
So your last dude just that good?
I ain't gonna say too much, but
they just that good.
The standard is set, so unless you're exceeding that standard,
or meet that standard,
I'm not even unless you're exceeding that standard.
First of all, we don't even know what the standard is.
Well, we don't have to know the standard. That's what I'm saying.
We don't even know what the standard is. But first of all, how can we know the standard if you just so cutting us off? I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me. I had a guy. This guy was just so great to me, and now it's like, okay, now we here. Now you don't want to talk to nobody else. But look, let me say this, man.
Look,
let me go. You said some stuff, unlearning behaviors and coming through childhood trauma, right? And I think that's what a lot of us, especially us men, being taught that we can't express our feelings and pride and ego. I want to say this: too much pride and too much ego will kill you, right? As men, we gotta stop trying to prove that we this real nigga and that we this or that. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they think. You ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. If they think you a pussy, let them think you a pussy. Really though, let them think that, because
what people think of you is your business.
Yes, let them think that. You gotta stop trying to prove that you this real guy, and stop letting disagreements. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Let disagreements turn to a situation where we gotta get violent. We as men have to learn the proper way to communicate. I grew up in the household, you know, my mama, I love mama to death, but as aggressive, as demanding and yelling, and do not know how to proper communicate, even to this day. Do not know how to proper communicate. Think by yelling, cursing at somebody is the way to communicate with somebody. No, that is not the way. That makes you want to do the opposite of what you're saying.
That's the shit right there.
When you're used to, but when that person, my mama has her own trauma and issues that she's dealing with, but don't know how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Right. And she passed on those type of stuff to us, to me. So when I got into these relationships dealing with these women, I used to do the same thing because I didn't know how to really fully express myself, because growing up, I had to suppress my feelings. And as men, we're not taught to proper communicate, especially men that grew up with no fathers. We're not taught to proper communicate with people, especially with other niggas. We're like, nah, nigga, what you talking about? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You trying to hit, let's hit. And now that niggas don't fight, niggas shoot now. So let's be real, niggas shoot, niggas don't fight no more. And the thing is, we our pride, it's too much pride, man. It's too much ego and stuff, man. Let shit go. Do not be too prideful to say, hey man, my bad. I'm sorry. I messed up. That don't make you the lesser man. That don't make you the weaker man. Mary J. Blige said it perfect. There's strength in vulnerability. There's strength in vulnerability. Let's stop thinking that just because I be vulnerable, I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm weak. Or I'm this and I'm that, bro. No, you really strong. You really that dude. Because guess what? A lot of niggas can't do that. Because niggas dealing, as she said,
it's very
dealing with growing up, dealing with these traumas and these pains and trying to unlearn and learn behaviors. And sometimes you be wondering, my family gonna tell me wrong. This is the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? This is my family. This is people that love me more than anybody. So you don't know what the hell you talking about. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Because my family said this is the right way to go. I see my mom do this. My auntie do this. I don't know what you're talking about. And when we have that mindset, that fucks us up in the long run. That's why some of us still can't get in relationships, still can't get right, because we still be holding on to stuff. And a bad habit is hard to break. It's very hard to break. And unlearn behaviors. But until we unlearn behaviors, this cycle gonna continue to go on, to go on. So I understand why you don't want to be in a relationship right now, or why you're not looking for that, and why you're trying to become your best self before you open that door. I definitely understand it, but also in the process, don't be so closed off to where this guy might be that good guy, and you just let him slip through your hands. Because us guys, as corny as we are, as she say,
I mean, it's a good.
We need to be loved too. We need to be loved and shown love, because a lot of us haven't been loved the proper way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of us is corny. Not to say, because we haven't been loved the proper way. You know what I'm saying? So man needs to be loved and taken care of too, to show that we are human too. You know what I'm saying? We're not robots, because we're not robots. You know what I'm saying? You cut me, I bleed, you shoot me, I die.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we need to be loved properly as well. So that's just what I would like to say to you, is just don't be so closed off and just, be in your own world. Like, if it's there, the guys being consistent, and you and woman, y'all got intuitions. Y'all know when the feeling is right and the feeling is genuine. Y'all know that. I can't tell you exactly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that. But when the feeling is good and it's genuine, give a guy a try.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You never know where it could go. If it goes left, it goes left. But you can't be scared to take risks, because the reward can be worth it. Heartbreak is a motherfucker. I agree with you. Heartbreak is a motherfucker, but at the same time, you can't be scared to take risks.
I agree. And not at all to say that all men are trash. That's not at all what I'm saying. And I definitely agree that that y'all need love too.
Right.
I can say that I have a big heart, and I love out loud. And you're gonna know that you're important to me. So I don't really think I struggle with that. And I also think that the childhood trauma and just learning and relearning things is important, because those things manifest and show up in your relationships.
It does.
Whether you want to admit it or not personally, like, it does. So within, like, communication skills, like, communication is something that I'm working on. I have to do better with expressing my feelings. So it's really just with everything that I have going on right now, and with my life, and trying to heal from this situation and my childhood trauma. I want to be the best version of myself, and I want to give him the best version of myself. And I want him to give me the best version of himself as well. So that's where I'm at, just working towards building a strong foundation.
I feel you. I respect that. Like I said, that's just my advice. And man, we gotta learn how to properly communicate. Like, looking at the Jeezy interview, like, there's no handbook on this shit. There's no handbook on how to deal with this, how to deal with that, and how to process things. And man, we have to learn how to properly communicate. We can disagree, like how you just said, how you talk about, your coming and your religion. Like, this could have easily been a whole argument up here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Easily went left. Like, the whole interview would have been goddamn gone. You see what I'm saying? Really though, it really could have been like that. But at the end of the day, we can, you know what I'm saying, understand and have a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful. You see
everybody
what I'm saying?
Can't do that. Everybody
and everybody can do it. People just don't want to do it.
You're right. Everybody can do it. They're not growing, and they're not at a place where they can be respectful, or they've been shown respect. And it's like, okay, well, I'm met with adversity, and I'm met with disrespect and cruelty when I voice my opinion, and nobody doesn't agree with me. So that's what I'm gonna do to other people. So I think it's important to be kind and be conscious of the fact that I'm not always right. I might think I'm right, but I'm not always right. And I can't tell somebody that they're wrong because they believe something else than I do and tear them down, because what would prevent them to do the same thing to me? Like, I feel like that's the case across the board, except for stuff that's just like blatantly wrong, like racism, you know, that we can't, you know, we can't, I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. So,
like I said, and realizing that, like you said, realizing that the biggest thing is me, I still haven't mastered this. Let me repeat, I still haven't mastered this skill, but I'm getting closer to that. It's understand that everybody don't think like you. Everybody not going to do what you would do in a situation. And listen, man, trust me. I know how frustrating that is. I know how it is, bro. I know. You have to understand that everybody hasn't lived the same life you live, hasn't been through the same trauma you've been through, hasn't grown up how you grew up, hasn't had the same background, family issues, none of that. They haven't had to do what you had to do, so that mindset is totally different. You have to understand that everybody ain't gonna do what you're going to do. I'm sorry it's like that. And you be like, man, church is right there, just cross the street. Some motherfuckers go all the way around the building, cut a little cross, you know what I'm saying? You know, sit down, stay in the middle of the street, then cross. You see what I'm saying? It be like that. I know it bothers you because it bothers me. It still to this day. Yeah. Really bothers me, still to this day.
Real bad.
But at the end of the day,
real bad.
You see what I'm saying? Even to this day, I haven't mastered this yet. But a lot of us, man, we never master that, and that's how we don't end up in relationships. That's why relationships go down the drain, because we be thinking that people are gonna do what we're gonna do in a situation. It's not like that. I'm trying to tell you, it would never be like that. It would never be like that. And men need to understand that, because that's how we're gonna continue to be single, continue to hurt these women, and continue to just be where we at. So we gotta get better and understanding that and dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, okay, where she comes from, what's her background like, and try to relate to her at her level. And it has to be an understanding on both fronts. Yeah. She has to understand where you come from and where your mindset on, and vice versa.
I agree. I think women have to do that too. I feel like people that I hang around don't think like this, but a lot of women think that the woman is the only person that's supposed to be happy in the relationship.
Yeah.
And that's not at all the case. Like you gotta be equally yoked, and it's like in some days your person not be able to give you 100%.
Right.
And they might can only give you 40 or 50, but you gotta come up with that other 50 or 60%. And you know, you gotta, and that's why I feel like you gotta pick your partners wisely. Because you could be going through the most difficult shit, and they'll be adding on to it, and it's just like, well, damn, like I'm supposed to be coming home to peace and tranquility, and you know, what they say, supposed to be my peace. You're supposed to be my peace. What's going on? But you know, even with that, I feel like that statement is a little problematic, because it's like, okay, yeah, you telling somebody to be your peace, but you got to master peace within yourself first.
Facts.
You can't rely on somebody else for your happiness. You can't rely on somebody else for your source of joy. Like they can be an addition, and they should be an addition, but they shouldn't be your only source of joy and your only source of happiness. You got to work on that on your own. So I think that, and women need to understand too that we're not always right. Now, 90% of the time. 90% of the time.
Nah, not even 90.
Look, 80% of the time, I feel like,
It's 65.
65, okay. I'll say 70.
65%.
70% of the time, we be right. We be knowing what we talk about. And the other 30%, sometimes, things get lost in translation. Maybe, we have our moments too. I ain't gonna be prideful. We have our moments too. I can, as a woman, I can say that there have been several instances where I've been wrong before. But it's not a matter of you being wrong, and you being wrong and making mistakes is not a bad thing. We human. We gonna grow. We gonna make mistakes. It's a matter of how you move forward and how you and your partner heal from that. So let me clarify. That sounded a little off. I ain't never done nothing crazy before. Let me clarify that. Let me clarify that, because I was like, ooh, that sounded a little crazy. I ain't never been unfaithful. And
what? How long? Nah, she ain't finished the sentence. I ain't never been unfaithful.
No. I was saying and, but my accent sounded like and. What is this on my hand?
I don't know what's going on with you over there.
I think it's the blue light. It's probably this cloth from my shirt, but the blue light is highlighting it because I'm like, why is this white? Okay. Anyway, I will leave a relationship before I cheat on somebody.
Okay.
I feel like that. What's the point? What's the point? You might as well just say that, hey, I'm unhappy. And this person is looking promising. 9 times out of 10, they don't be about shit for real. I've observed it in other people's relationships where they've been like unfaithful to their significant other, and it's like, okay, well, the person you was unfaithful with has now been unfaithful to you, or it ain't, the grass looked greener, but it really wasn't. You just in a little patch of it, Right. So me personally, somebody I always see like I never say that I'll never do nothing because I never know, but me and who I am and the values that I align with, I wouldn't do that to somebody. I feel like
ever came close.
There's absolutely not. I don't play about that. I am loyal to the bone. I'm loyal to the bone. I don't play about that because I don't want nobody to play me like that. It's like I'm very big on treating people how you want to be treated, and even though, like you said, it's true, everybody don't see things the way you do. But that is something that I don't think will ever falter or change. Me personally, I think it's corny. I would much rather you be honest with me and tell me, hey, things ain't working out. Right. I'm not happy. I'm not. Shorty over there looking kind of nice. I'm trying to pop down on her. I would much rather you communicate that, and I would communicate that to my partner if it came down to a situation where it's like, okay, well, temptation. I don't know. I ain't gonna dig too much in it, but me personally, casual sex ain't a thing for me. I just feel like it's too much going around for you just to be with anybody.
So you want to be in a relationship? You want to be in a relationship for your sex with somebody?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. I gotta trust you. I gotta trust you in my life. I gotta trust you in my life, because really that's what you're playing with. Because HIV and AIDS is real, y'all. People be giving gifts you can't get rid of. And talk to them. Me personally, them little, how long? I ain't gonna throw shit at the men today. But however long that experience lasts is not worth being sick the rest of your life. Right. I'm sorry.
Even if you tear it up.
Right. I don't care how good. I'm sorry. That feeling don't last. The rest of your life. The disease does. Right. That's what they be telling you about teen pregnancy. It only take one time. It only take one time. That's so true. I'm very big on energy, and I'm very big on. If that's just an experience or something that I feel like, me personally, you should experience with somebody that you love and care about.
Absolutely.
just going around fucking and sucking just because, that's crazy. For me personally, that's crazy.
It's your point of view.
Yeah, so it ain't worth it to me. And it's like you mess up however long your relationship was, or however long you've been building this foundation. You've messed that foundation up for a temporary thing. And like I said, from situations that I've observed, they haven't stuck around, or that relationship didn't work out. And now you going back to the person that you dogged or you did dirty, and it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry, can I come back? And sometimes people let them back, sometimes people don't. Sometimes people can work through that, and couples can navigate through that, and sometimes they can't. But I'm not playing with fire, and I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you, I love you for real. Like we locked in, and I'm not gonna do anything to intentionally hurt you or make you look crazy, because I don't want you to make me look crazy, or hurt me. So that's my opinion on it.
You said some stuff on that. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, I'll be 26. Yeah, 26. Let's see. I'll definitely be doing content creating full time. That'll fund my lifestyle. I actually do not aspire to work for the rest of my life. So, you know, if you would have asked 11-year-old Naomi this, I definitely would have graduated not high school, but college. Definitely would have had an established career, and I'd definitely be married with at least one child by then, by 26. But I don't know. I realized that I can make plans, but if my plan and God's plan ain't the same plan, you set yourself up for disappointment. So. Not to say you should just be freeballing life and not have no plan, but really, I would just say I want to be in a better space mentally, and a better place overall, actually. I know 5 years from now, I will be very proud that I stuck it through. I know that God will have elevated my life, and it's going to be continuing to elevate my life at 26. And I pray in 5 years I'll be able to hug my brother again, and he'll be home. So we'll be doing something, traveling the world. I don't know, but we'll be living life. I think I've been through enough stuff in my life, enough traumatic experiences, and I just want to live a soft, luxurious life. So that's what I'm gonna create for myself, a soft, luxurious life.
Okay. So what can we expect from you within the next couple months?
Next couple months. Let's see. Definitely some more collabs and stuff like that. I'll be continuing my Naomi Day self-love series for sure. I've been slacking on that, but gonna definitely pour into that. And another one of my goals is to travel to 30 countries before I turn 30. God's willing, I'll graduate in May. So I'll be done with school finally. And my sister and I want to do a 6-month voyage. So y'all will definitely be seeing a lot of travel content out of me. We're still in the process of planning like our map and each stop where we're gonna go. But I'm coming to the world. I'm going on a world tour. Okay, I'm going on a world tour. So, the goal is 6 months. My mama said you can't make it 3, but we gonna see. We gonna see about 3 months. We gonna try 3 months, and then if it's smooth sailing from there, I'll extend it another 3 months, and we'll do the full 6-month voyage. But yeah, definitely seeing more content consistently. I'm considering going and revamping my YouTube channel and reestablishing that.
Right.
But really just y'all are gonna see a new and improved Naomi.
Okay, I like that. New and improved Naomi.
New and improved Naomi. Growing and evolving every day. So really just a happier, healthier, and a balanced Naomi.
Right.
Hopefully, I would have mastered balance within the next couple months.
I like that.
That's what's getting me right now. That's what's taking me out real bad.
Okay.
The balance isn't there, and it needs to be. So definitely working on balance, posting content consistently, and growing my brand.
Okay. Can you give us your social media account?
Yes. So every social media platform that I'm on is the Naomi Naomi Bashar Bashaar. That's the Naomi Bashar, and there shouldn't be any underscores or anything like that. They are all just one word.
Okay. And you can find me at Put You On Game _podcast_. Put You On Game _podcast_. And that wraps it up for another episode of Put You On Game. All right. Yes.